Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
You want to know how the hell to produce a hell of a wrestling hour? How the hell do you do that? Well, all you have to do is watch the Power Hour today and you'll find out how. That's for sure. David in Linville, my buddy from Maysville, Kentucky. Mr. Johnson, Liza from the land down under in Australia is here. My buddy back home from the hospital, Greg Wayne is in the house, and Jeff Frog Wheeler is around, and Al Tuttle. Hello, Al. Saying hello to everyone, to Adam, to me, everybody on this 14th day of March. Made me think that just a month ago today, it was on February the 14th, it was Valentine's Day. We lost Jerry Jarrett 1 month ago. Very, very sad situation. And obviously, we remember Jerry Jarrett every Monday night, every Tuesday night. Whenever you think about Memphis wrestling, you think about Mr. Jerry Jarrett. Gregory White is in the house. Hey, Gregory, sent me a couple of interesting things on Facebook lately. PJ from over the pond and in the house, and Rod W. Robinson. Hey, I think I will update you on a post that I posted earlier in the day and that I told you about for the last several weeks. And it came to the point that I had a cardiologist appointment today. Went into the doctor, and the first thing they did, piece of cake, they gave me an EKG. Oh boy, Mr. Hales. They didn't call me RH. It hurt my feelings. Anyway, this boy, Mr. Hales, that EKG looks real good, showing no problems. Looked real good. It was cold. I had to unbutton my shirt, and they put tape on me and hooked me up all over the place. I was worried about the tape when they pulled it off hurting, but it didn't hurt. It was just cold. But anyway, doctor came in, nice guy, super nice guy, liked him, and he wasn't showing too much concern. But obviously, doctors want to check back in and get more of your money. So he wants me to go back in April and have a stress test. But he told me not to stress out, and they are alarming that he says, that he sees. He just certainly wants to keep me. There's the information about my appointment today. What else is going on in Jonesboro, Arkansas? It is Jonesboro, Arkansas. It is March the 14th, and it is 48 degrees, even though we've had pretty weather lately, except for the rain. Please goes away. It's gone away, but we're supposed to have cold weather tonight. Cold weather below freezing tonight. And we have a freeze warning, and that is not good. Rod obviously says hello. People saying hello to us, and that is fantastic. As David says, I was a CNA at a hospital for 11 years, and I'm familiar with that test you took. Glad I'm feeling good. I've really hadn't felt bad in a long time, for sure. Nicholas Oaks, my man Randy, listening from work. Many blessings to you, and appreciate you for sure watching this program. What did Rod just say? Randy, this is you're exactly right. See, I almost said the F word. I try not to say that. I was doing notes for tomorrow's shows. That's why I was thinking the 14th. But you just have to correct me. What's that girl you correct all the time? We won't get into that. Folks, people ask me all the time, how do you help with the cost of this show? Because we have costs. This fantastic restream we use that has all the production and it allows us. And Adam, if I meant to tell you not to turn YouTube on because we had issues last night. If we're jumping around like we were the last time with YouTube, go ahead and see if you can attempt to turn YouTube off. People ask all the time, how do you support this stream? There's several ways to doing it, and we'll have Adam Dunn tell you, but you can scan that that deal right there, that code, and you can help support the production costs for this show, and it will help make sure we do shows as often as we do, because at one point the cost just rise. All right, here's Adam Dunn to tell you about what we're going to see today on the Power Hour from Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the producer and co-host of this show, Adam freaking Dunn.
All right. How about that for an intro, everybody? Right. Adam freaking Dunn. Okay. I might even give myself a lower third for that one. So we have got some good stuff coming up on today's show. This is going to be, as Randy said, episode 56 from May 8th, 1999. We're going to start the show off with Vic Grimes out in the parking lot. Then we'll get a promo from J.R. Smooth. The Power Pro title will be on the line as he takes on Michael Hayes. Hayes has a brawl with Glenn Bulldog Reigns. Then we'll see Kurt Angle in action against Mick Tierney. Vic Grimes will come out and talk about hardcore wrestling, and he'll show some footage of his days in APW. And we'll see Derrick King and Brandon Baxter segment with a video from Nicole Bass. We'll have an 8-man for the vacant Young Guns title. Derrick King, Bulldog Reigns, Kid Wikkid, Glenn Kulka, Alan Steele, Kurt Angle, and Mick Tierney will all be in that big 8-man match. Randy's be coming up for that vacant Young Guns.
Hey, I have an idea, Adam, as you get your ass back on screen, because you can do it more eloquently than me. Tell people how they can spend their hard-earned money and send to me so it can help out, so we can continue to produce these shows. Tell them the best ways to do that.
Okay,
Hello,
so
Tanner.
across the bottom of the screen here, you see we have a little crawl that goes across, and it tells you Randy's Venmo, Randy's Cash App, and Randy's PayPal. It all scrolls across the bottom of the screen down there, so you can give in those ways. And then this one here, the support our stream one, if you scan that QR code right there, if you scan this one, that will take you to Randy's PayPal, and you can give through PayPal. The other QR code that's up here now, kind of over my microphone, that'll just take you to Randy's website. If you go there, it also can tell you how to donate all those different ways, plus how you can get Randy's book. So several different ways that you can support the stream. And as always, Randy, is greatly appreciated. And there is some production costs that go into this, so that just helps us be able to keep doing these programs every Monday and Tuesday night, and the occasional Randy Hale show that we get in there from time to time.
Tanner is watching Adam on YouTube, so YouTube is turned on. Are you seeing any glitches, Adam, in our stream today, like you noticed, pointed out last week?
It looks like to me that it is putting a strain on your signal. You're not as clear as you normally are. So I really won't know until we start playing the show if we're going to have playback issues like we did last week.
All right, very good. Well, if we do, you know what needs to go. So if we go away, Tanner, just check on Facebook and we'll take care of that real quick. Power Pro Wrestling. Maybe you've been in a cave. Maybe you don't know what Power Pro Wrestling is. I think every one of you know what Memphis Wrestling is. I think every one of you know the legends, starting with Billy Wicks and Spotty Monroe and Jackie Fargo and Don and Al Green and Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee and the Fabulous Ones and the Gilberts and the Punks, and everything came along in the later years. PG-13, the later years, you saw Rich and Gilbert as themes. You saw Monday Night Memories, but then it all went away. It was like a knockout punch, a knockout punch, a knockout punch. It went away because 1977, about 1997, and even before that, I would say from 1972 on, every Saturday morning on a Memphis TV station, whether it was 5 or 13, you could watch Memphis wrestling from a studio. Whether it was Channel 13 or Channel 5, you could watch. And I'm telling you, and if anybody's there from another territory that disagrees with me, well, you're wrong. Absolutely. The best booking ever for a long period of time. The best announcers in the history of this business, and Lance Russell and Dave Brown. And if you don't believe me, you're wrong about that too. The greatest wrestlers ever on God's green earth is Jerry Lawler. You don't believe me? Watch 1973 to 2001 Memphis Wrestling and don't tell me that Jerry Lawler is absolutely the best. Now, there's been big stars like Austin, like